always daunting when I hear that because, like, wait, I don't know if I'm ready for recording to have started. I think we need to zoom in. Max is going to be here. Hey, Margaret.
Hey, Mr. Walker. How's it going?
Pretty well. Welcome to class.
There's somebody who's supposed to like drive up by my house, and I have to deliver like a heat lamp and some protractors to them in their car. So if I have to like run out of class for 2 seconds, I will be right back. Okay?
Not a problem. Not a problem. Thanks.
Yeah. I love it when the UPS people drive up and they're like waiting for me to sign for something, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of a class. I cannot be here. They just don't get it, too. They stare at you blankly like, You're in class. You're at home. What are you doing?
No. Like those people that are on the phone when you don't realize they're on the phone and they're talking and you're like, it's just kind of gets weird.
Yeah.
So, wonder if it's a hurt thing to plug in now, or do you think it'll matter?
Do you want to test it for her and see if she can hear it? Okay. Maybe. Let her ask if she can hear the audio if you play one of the videos.
Hey, Margaret. You want to help me run a test on the audio? Hey guys, welcome. Dad, Floyd, welcome. And I can't see Casey. I'd say hi to Casey, but all I can see is her computer. Hey, Casey.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
There we go. Let's press it on.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Are you okay for sitting on the left today? Hey, Chad. Hey, Floyd. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Joel, sorry. Thank you. I need you to help me with that.
I think Floyd is the last name.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Casey.
Hi.
Welcome to class.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a long.
I'm going to do a quick sound check with you guys. Can you guys see that I'm projecting the dating games chemistry style up there or not?
Yes.
I'm going to try.
Blue Hadron.
Could you hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't
There
the
might
first
be.
show. I didn't.
Is there a bit of a lag?
Yeah.
Bit of a lag? Oh, that would be a
I
bummer.
think so.
All right.
Slightly.
That was not the first cause.
Would it be easier to just send everyone the link and just tell them to watch the video sort of around the same time
It may be.
locally? I think that would help with the lag.
Yeah.
There's also a way to upload files in the Adobe Connect, but I don't know. That might require a lot of extra finicking around and whatnot. That might not be necessary.
I don't know. How much of a lag did it seem like there was? Anybody?
Couple seconds.
Yeah, it just seems, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's a little pixelated too.
Yeah, this is all right. So sorry. Sorry if I'm giving away anything. I don't mean to do that. Doing a test of sound here. Oh, you know what? What if I let me try one more thing? Can you guys see that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
This looks
All right.
great.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure what we can't see.
That's fine.
Let me try one more thing, which is. Let's see. Is there a way to do this so that not everybody sees my email? Probably not. Let me get away from email. Go back to Oops. Hey, Robin. Welcome to class.
Hello, Mr. Walker.
Max, you got a couple emails to reply to from me.
I have a couple emails to reply to from you.
Yeah.
Where are you in Disappearing Spoon? Yes, I do. I believe. Hold on, I can check out what page I have. Oh shoot! There's a chance I took it out of my backpack.
So let's see. Why do I feel like I'm on here too much and you're not on here enough? Let's go.
Oh.
Out.
How about that? Is that better?
I coincidentally took out both. I took out Just Not Thinking. I am in new books in both my English and history class. So I just took them both out and put them in, not realizing that one of them was my Disappearing Spoon too, so I don't have it. But I'm up to date on whatever it is, I believe.
Why don't you figure out what chapter you think you're in, and then I can update you. Alright, can I pull off? Can't compose an email without. So, I've got time to start class. Alright, let me see who else I got. I still need a couple people. I know we're going to be down 2 today. George and Willie can't make it today.
Whole team is missing.
I know. Bummer. I'll do a roll call in a second here. I know we're missing a good bit of our chunk of our class. We have 5 right now. We're missing 5 because 2 are not going to be here, so that would make 12. All right.
And
No, now we're 6 because Robin's in, so we're missing 4.
I'm through chapter 7.
Chapter 7.
The
So just reply to the email so I got a record of it, and then we're good to go. Hi, Olivia. Yeah, you're
Hi.
muted. Thanks.
Hi, sorry.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, if people haven't checked their email, check your email because I'm asking you to send me an email about where you are in Disappearing Spoon so I can keep track and know where things are. Thank you. So I've heard from Olivia, I've heard from Robin, I've heard from Margaret, but I haven't heard, and I just heard from Max. I haven't heard from anybody at Fort Worth Country Day that I know of.
I sent you an email.
All right, cool.
I just sent one like 2 seconds
I
ago.
just sent one as
Beautiful,
well.
beautiful. I'm scared to check it because it'll go live and then my whole email is spread out for everybody. So that's a little weird. So I need to unplug if I'm going to check my email or if I need to send an email to the whole class or anything like that. All right. We don't have Maurice yet. Or did I? Yeah, Maurice should be here. We don't have Chandler. We don't have Sumvith. There's Sumvith.
Hi, I'm not invisible.
Well, you weren't here. Now we see you.
I love to take. No,
All right, zoom in on yourself, Sumvith, so we can see you nice and clearly. Sumvith, are you coming from another class or something?
No, why?
Well, you're a little late, pal.
It's 2:15 by my watch.
Oh, your watch is wrong. It's 2:17. Get with the real program. Hey, Maya.
Mine says 2:15 here.
What?
Oh,
All right, seriously?
It's too.
Mr. Walker, as youth would say today, get wrecked, sir.
Get what?
As youth today would say,
youth.
get wrecked, sir.
Wrecked.
Yes.
Never heard that one.
Yeah, I can't say.
All right, my phone
Instruction
says
process.
2:16. My computer honestly says 2:17. That's weird.
Mine just changed.
Just
2:16
all right.
in
I
5
apologize,
seconds.
Sumvith. It is 2:15 and now 2:16. But I was thinking my computer had to be right. Like somehow it's getting a signal from the world and the internet, but apparently it's all off. All right, sorry about that. We had Olivia, but class started off so rough with me abusing a kid for being late. She probably was worried about even showing up at all. Hey, Maurice, how you doing?
Good.
Is Chandler there with you?
No, I don't think he'll be joining us today.
Oh, maybe I knew that.
I'm pretty sure you said.
Oh, you know what? Why did I think because that's the problem with having 2 names. I have George written down, and I don't even know George, so it's Chandler. He's got 2 names.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do.
All right, got it. So we're missing Chandler and Willie today. That would be, we need 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're all here. This is exciting. How's everybody doing?
Good, sir.
Good. It's been a week and 3 days, I think, since we last met. Or am I way off?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks exactly, because we were here on a Thursday, and then we went into our intensive study week, and then we had President's Day, and then, okay, so 2 weeks exactly, right. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. It felt like less time because I've been seeing you guys through your videos and stuff. How about that? Is that a better answer? Okay. I don't know how to do this. Like, we've got 4 videos, and I haven't seen them all, and I'm excited to see them, but I don't know what order to play them in, so I thought, well, one way would be to do, like, the naming, like alpha, beta, delta, decay, which is the way they were assigned. The other way would be to do them by length, from longest to shortest or shortest to longest. I thought maybe I could do it by when they were submitted to me, first to last, and that's sort of what I usually do, and that's what I think I'll do today. Does anyone care? Is anyone dying to see their video first? Somvith is like, show mine, show mine. Woo! Here's what I want you guys to do. Can you take a few notes as we do this? So I want you to kind of, I don't know what the right word is, but I'm looking for feedback on the videos. So in some ways, you're going to rate the videos. And I just kind of want a sense of, where you rate them in terms of creativity and how they did and funniness, and just how enjoyable it was. And essentially, I'm going to ask you to give me a scale for each one. I realize that there's an incentive to vote yours best. So what I'm going to do is ask you to, well, you can vote on yours if you want, but ultimately what I'm going to do is look how you voted on the other 3 videos, if that makes sense. Because I think everybody's going to be happy and proud and think theirs is the best. But go ahead and give me, I'm going to ask you at the end, when we're done with all 4 of them, to send me an email where you kind of give me what you think about which you liked best, which you thought was really creative, where were some funny parts, and if there are any standouts at all. So take a few notes. I hope this works. We're going to try to send it through Blue Jeans and have everybody watch it at the same time. Sound is almost always an issue, so I think the best we can do is listen carefully. If there does seem to be a major issue with sound, will you just raise your hand and we'll pause the video and see if we can get going. Any questions or concerns before we start? In terms of identifying the videos, you could either refer to them as first, second, third, or fourth. If that makes sense, because I think that's the way, I don't know how you're going to, you can decide how you keep track, but just make it clear which ones you're referring to. The first video is going to be from Team Decay, which is Willie, Chandler, and Margaret. Second video will be Team Alpha, which is Chad, Maya, and Somvith. Third video will be Team Gamma, which is Joel, Maurice, and Olivia. And then the fourth video that we'll see will be Team Beta, which is Casey, Max, and Robin. All right, any questions? Roll video. All right, let's see if we can do this right. So we're going to start with this video first is from Team Margaret, or Team Decay, sorry, Margaret Editing. Length of this video, 5 minutes and 16 seconds. All right, and I don't know if it matters whether my sound is cut up or not, but here we go. And we can't control sound level through this, or we can? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to crank the sound up just a little bit on this unit because I suspect that we're going to want as much sound as it'll give me. If the sound is obnoxious, let me know that too, like if it sounds just too loud. Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to take some notes myself. And hopefully listen and enjoy the videos. So this is video number 1. Here we go.
Hello, hadrons and leptons, atoms and compounds. Welcome to the dating game. I'm your host, Platinum, and you're here with me at Palladium Stadium. This evening we have quite a story for you. Our contestants from all over the illustrious periodic table. Contestant 1 is fluorine, a hot-headed halogen with the smallest atomic radii in the periodic table. Contestant number 2 is oxygen, a non-metal with electron configuration of 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Last but not least is contestant number 3, hydrogen, a reducing agent with just 1 proton and 1 electron, who regularly spends time in acidic solutions without that poor electron. Please welcome them all. Our Bachelorette Carbon knows all three of tonight's contestants. She's bonded with each of them, sometimes twice, and sometimes with more than one of them at once. She's been of the form carbon monoxide, carbon tetrafluoride, and methane, among other compounds. Please welcome Carbon.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Carbon, we have quite the selection of bonding atoms for you tonight. Go ahead and absorb to the palladium and begin your questions.
Okay. Contestant number 2. What's an interesting fact about you in the liquid phase?
As a liquid, I'll stick to magnets. But honey, I'll stick to you too.
Oh, and what about contestant number 3?
As a liquid, I'm an additive to rocket fuel. You know that's hot.
Oh my. And number 1?
You'll almost never find me as a liquid, except at like cryogenic temperatures and stuff. So you better let go of that fantasy, babe, unless you want to go to sleep.
Ouch. Okay then. Contestant number 2. I need an octet. How can you help me?
2 of me and 1 of you can form a double bond, and you're not going to get any closer than that.
Well, that sounds familiar. What about you, contestant number 3? What was that?
Just lost my electron. Got too excited. But I could stabilize you with an intermediate ion in solution.
Well, that's nice, but I need to share 4 valence electrons right now. What about you, contestant number 1?
You and I'd be like the epitome of a tetrahedral. We'd be non-polar too if we should bond. So come on, babe. What else more could you want, babe?
Yeah, it's all good that we can bond together, but how can you be used?
I'm very important for making steel, so think of yourself as Lois Lane, and I'll be your Man of Steel. And what could be any better than a superhero?
Partner with sauce is always nice.
Hey. Hey. If you're looking for someone more massive, babe, like, look no further than myself. But back to the issues. I'll take you to Mars, babe. I'll take you to Mars as rocket fuel. If you don't like that, I'll cool you down in a refrigerator. I'll cool it down. I'll get so cold in there, babe. So cold.
Actually, I'm an additive to rocket fuel as well. So I'll take you to the moon. Like I said earlier, I'm pretty hot, especially when I'm under fire in a blowtorch. Well then, Carbon, we're all out of time. You have exactly 60 nanoseconds to perform a reaction. Go!
I choose contestant number 2.
Before we show who you chose, let's have you meet the other contestants. Contestant number 1 is the top halogen in the room, with an atomic radii of 42 picometers. Fluorine!
I knew it. He's not that stable. He lies. He's a thief and a cheat. He substitutes out all the time, leaving me with a nuclear file.
Hey, I can share. I mean, sometimes, but if we're not into that, I'll fetch myself a pretty little sodium, babe.
Contestant number 3 is hydrogen, but he's a proton now. Did you recapture your electron? Yes, sir. I should be on my way before anything happens to it again. As a consolation prize for our 2 losing contestants, we're giving them a Sigma Aldrich 1 liter round bottom flask. Perfect for hanging out in equilibrium. Thanks for being on the show. Carbon, I would like you to meet your date. As a diatomic, you will have double the fun with oxygen.
From the beginning, I've always wanted oxygen, so it's as if I've won. While we're bonding, we're going to go off to Disney World, where we will fulfill our dreams of a stable life.
Give it up. Nice job. Nice job. Excellent. Write down a few notes for yourself, and we will get our next video together. Great job, gang. Any comments on that before we move on? Yes.
When you play the next one, you move your cursor off the screen a little bit.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. All right, so Our second one is our second video is from Team Alpha. It's Chad, Maya, and Sumvith, and it is let me go to widescreen, and I was told to make sure I move my cursor out of the way, so Max, keep an eye on me on that. And so here we go for our second video.
And welcome to the dating game. Today we have a selection of a fine bunch of chemical elements. Our lovely lady element is Mistophyl hydrogen, a monoproton element all the way from the reaches of space. She's a rather old element, so she's looking for someone to spend time with. Anyway, for our new viewers out there, the chemical dating game is as follows. Each show, a new lady contestant like Miss Hydrogen will appear, and we will help her organize a date with a lucky male contestant by selecting 3 bachelors. However, before we introduce our bachelorette, who is currently enjoying warm tea backstage, allow me to introduce our bachelors today. All our bachelors today are from the Hallows family. They're all famous for their energetic appearances, their social nature with other elemental bachelorettes, and their capacity to hold steady when people try to take what's theirs away from them. Allow me to introduce the youngest of the 3, Florine.
Good day, Mr. Host. Thanks for having me today. To the ladies and gentlemen in the audience, I'm Florine. I'm somewhat of an adolescent, hoarding everything electronegative that comes my way. Oh, how I adore negative energy. Personally, I hope to be the bachelorette state, as I truly love to see those around me stay positive and enthusiastic.
That sounds rather selfless, Mr. Florine. Next up, we have Mr. Chlorine on stage.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Host. Everyone out there watching, they call me Chlorine. You can find me everywhere from chilling in the pool to every night at your dinner table to the European theater from the years 1914 and 1918. Very rare to find me out on my own in the world. I'm a pretty sociable and likable guy. But at this point, I'm ready to find a more serious, stronger relationship, and I think that our bachelorette here might be the perfect place for starting it.
Well, I wish you good luck, Mr. Chlorine. And finally, please welcome Mr. Bromine.
Glad to be here today, Mr. Host. They've saved the best for last. I'm Bromine. Red is the color of passion and love, and also so happens to be the color of me. I used to be a fighter, but have since retired in order to enjoy the finer things in life. Don't worry, I'll be sure not to put out the flames of our romance.
Mr. Bromine, quite the Casanova. Now that we've introduced these handsome, dazzling elements, let's give a warm welcome to our bachelorette, Hydrogen. Thank you for having me on the show, Mr. Host. I appreciate that you've given me the opportunity to find someone to spend my days with. No problem. Have you forgotten, though, Miss Hydrogen? Chemical elements like yourself last a long time and don't really decay. Well, yes, Mr. Host. I'm flattered. Still, though, I'd like to at least feel young again. That's wonderful. Could we have our bachelors say hello to our guests today?
Hello. It's really nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hey, can't wait to see you on our date.
Now, what questions do you have for these fine gentlemen, Miss H? Well, my first question is, how close would we be?
Fantastic questions, Mrs. H. But I'm undoubtedly very close to all the items I bond to. It's just my nature. Much closer than the other 2 contenders, I can assure you.
In this way, Miss Hydrogen, I cannot say that I will be as physically close to you as my friend Florine. However, I believe that a distance of around 127 picometers will leave just enough room for a little bit of personal space. Babe, I'm not a sap. I need my space. I think that just comes with being the biggest out of us 3 fine gentlemen. We'll still be close enough. Share some electric.
Interesting answers, gentlemen. Now, what is your next question, Miss H? My next question is this. How stable do you think our relationship can be?
I think we'd have a very strong relationship between ourselves. However, I must say that I'm not one for double dates, so I fear our interactions with other couples like ourselves won't be as strong. Oh.
I've got a bad reputation of burning the people around me, but I promise you, together, we'd bond perfectly. We'd be so strong that nobody can get in our way. We can burn through everything in our path. Unfortunately, with that, we can't hang out with people a lot. I don't go over the S block much, honey. I would for you. Obviously, you and me would be stronger than you with either of these. I'm the best of all. But you have to understand that I'll be the one with charge.
Great answers, everyone. What else, Miss H? My next question is, where would you take me out on a date?
The finest restaurant in the city, miss.
BJ's restaurant. McDonald's.
Sounds like some great dates, gentlemen. And finally, now that you've all had time to sell the best qualities of yourselves, it's time for Miss Hydrogen to pick who she wants to spend some time with. Ready, Miss H? I think so, Mr. Host. The bachelor I'm choosing is Mr. Bromine. I like his young, tough guy attitude, and I'm sure I can curb his immaturity.
I always knew she was gonna pick me. Maybe I'll loosen up a bit for her.
Another great show, everybody. Congratulations and good luck to Miss H and Mr. Bromine. Hope everything goes well. Catch the Chemical Dating Game next time for more questions and shenanigans with some new bachelors and bachelorettes.
Good job, good job. All right, make a few notes there so you can remember what any positive or negative, any suggestions, any criticisms. That'll come to me, and it's just feedback. All right, that was group 2. Group 3 is 7 minutes, 24 seconds. And group 3 includes Joel, Maurice, and Olivia. And Olivia is our editor. And I think we're set to go. Are people doing okay on sound? I know it was a little hard to hear chlorine and bromine on that last one, but just, all right, we'll do our best. Let me go to widescreen and start them up. Here we go. Number 3.
Hello, and welcome to the most highly anticipated online dating game episode, the Elements Edition. I am your host, Olivia. Today's bachelorette is the lovely Carbon, and the 3 eligible bachelors are fluorine, hydrogen, and oxygen. Whose chemistry will be the greatest? We'll just have to wait and see. Carbon has carefully written 8 questions for our lovely bachelors today. Carbon, for your first question. For my first question, I'd like to know, what do you find most attractive about me?
We have the chance to live the dream. It's the most common bond to form in organic chemistry. We are the norm. I find it attractive that you wouldn't cause much controversy coming with me, as we are a pretty normal couple. I think a normal, conventional relationship is very attractive. After all, the road less traveled is often less traveled for a good reason.
Hi. So the first thing I want to say is that we make a great couple. I find it very attractive that we come together and not only make a very non-polar relationship, but also I'm done being reactive and especially explosive. Being single. With you, I can finally achieve some non-polar stability.
You give me everything I want. I find it really attractive that you have electrons that I can have, that you are willing to sacrifice for me. You make a really strong bond too. Long or short, our bond will be fun while it lasts.
You think that will make a long-lasting relationship? Will it be stable?
I would hope so. I think that we can maintain a long-lasting relationship because we have options. Although I would take more of your electrons than vice versa, I will make sure to provide for you. We can have a weak single bond. Unlikely, I feel like we can do better. Or we can have a double or triple bond. Strong bond, strong feelings. I'm leaning towards triple bonding. That takes commitment. Commitment I know you will provide.
I think so, or at least I hope so. From what I understand, we'd form a strong bond and a bond to last. As pretty non-polar and pretty unreactive, our bond wouldn't cause much controversy in the elemental community. I'm sure, wouldn't want fluorine stealing your electrons from you.
As the strongest bond in organic chemistry, I think we would make a powerful couple. It would be a hot topic couple, just like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Unfortunately, we may run into some challenges now and then with our polarity. As the strong one in the couple, I would take a lot of your electrons, making our covalent relationship seem somewhat polar. But hey, you're a positive end of this relationship, so cheer up.
What will you provide me with if we're together?
I can promise you stability. We will move into the suburbs, drive a Subaru, and send our kids to a nice private school. I can work as a lawyer, and we will have a nice lifestyle. Our neighbors will definitely get along with us.
I'll provide you with a reciprocal relationship. I know that you're lost and insecure by yourself. You can just admit it. I'm going to admit it myself too. I'm also lost and insecure. By myself, I tend to bond to another one of myself. It's kind of a weird relationship. However, with you, I feel very secure. You will no longer have your sleazy attitude. My God, you seem to be able to bond with everyone. But, you know, I'm all over you.
I will bring you a risky lifestyle. A lifestyle with sports and cars, other molecules, and risky behavior. I know that you're attracted to a bad molecule. I can promise you good times and fun nights.
I'd also like to know if you would be willing to have a relationship with more than one partner.
I won't be opposed. If there just happens to be some really, really attractive other atoms around, I might just allow them to move in a little closer. Why not have a little bit of fun? After all, we're going to be around for eternity. So a little experimentation here and there can't hurt.
Not really. I think that we're pretty exclusive, just me and you. If you really want, I can consider, but in general, I think it'd be best for a long-term, one-on-one exclusive relationship to develop between me and you. I really do like you.
For sure. Of course you'll always be my top priority. But I'm open to other relationships with other partners. Don't you think that bringing in other partners would add some spice to our lives? I can take other positively charged particles, and you can take some negatives. However, those IMFs don't even compare to our covalently bonded, secure relationship together.
If I asked you to take me on a romantic vacation, where would we go?
I would take you on a truly romantic vacation. I would take you to a vacuum chamber. Me and you could be alone together, without all the distractions of other molecules bothering and trying to bond with us.
That's a great question, you know. I'd love to take you to Mars. I think an interstellar journey would be really cool. I'd even get some of my friends to help boost us in outer space.
I think I would show you what a human's mouth looks like inside. Trust me, it gets very disgusting after a while. But as a vacation, it's a really neat thing to see. My friends are right now stuck in a toothpaste bottle, but I'm sure that we can push them out with a little bit of effort.
Would you be comfortable with double bonding?
I'll show you how to double bond for sure. Maybe I can even get a friend, and we can both double bond with you if you're up for it.
I don't know. I'm really more of a single bond kind of guy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with him on this one about the no double bonding. I've just never really done anything like that, and I don't know how I feel about it.
My favorite question is next. What would you do with me if we were in a hot tub together?
Well, I think we might even dissolve some into the water. Maybe even raise the pH of the hot tub, if you know what I mean.
I would stay pretty cuddled up with you. I wouldn't want to drift away too much. Just kind of me and you, relaxing weekend.
If I was in a hot tub, I'd make sure and stay even closer to you. I want to make sure you really feel safe and warm with me.
Lastly, I'd like to know, how good are you at sharing electrons?
My electrons are just too important to me. You won't be sharing any of mine. I might just try and steal some of yours.
I'm pretty good at this. We should definitely be able to work something out. I'm not one to hog.
Don't even think about touching my electrons. If you have any electrons, those are all going to be mine.
So Carbon, now that you've heard what these three eligible bachelors have had to say, what do you pick? Who will be your date? I think I've made my decision. While oxygen and hydrogen might be a natural pair with me, I just can't help the way that I feel and the way that I'm attracted to fluorine. So I think, because of his electronegativity, I'm going to pick fluorine.
Take yourself a few notes there, or and let me get set for our last one. Okay, our fourth one is from Team Beta, which is Casey, Max, and Robin. And this is as large as I can make it. I don't. What else could I do?
Click, try maybe view. Yeah, and then go to enter full screen. Top of. Enter full.
All right.
Maybe that makes a little difference.
I think it helps the background though, so that's okay. All right, are we all set here? Okay, so Team Beta number 4, Casey, Max, and Robin.
Tonight, on the dating game, you meet Carbon. I'm your host, Helium. We have here 3 interesting bachelors. All 3 bachelors are free spirits at room temperature, wandering around looking for their one true love to bond with. Bachelor number 1 is highly toxic. Bachelor number 2 is lighter than air. And bachelor number 3 is essential to life on planet Earth. Only one of these bachelors will get a chance to take our lovely bachelorette on a date. We'll meet our 3 bachelors after this short commercial break.
Introducing the new exclusive skin makeup. It contains new additions of ammonia for additional growth. Here is what our customers have to say.
It makes me feel beautiful and shiny, and I never corrode. I use this product and I am absolutely in love with it. Anybody who buys this product will love it.
Please visit us in all shops, L'Element, because your core is worth it. And we're back.
Bachelor number 1, where would you take me on our first date?
Maybe we'd go to the hottest joint in town, around 400 degrees Celsius to be exact.
Bachelor number 2, why do you think we would be a good match?
Honestly, darling, I think we are a great match because we can be anything when we are together.
What's your favorite car, Bachelor number 1?
My favorite car? Probably the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It's such an amazing car, and it performs so well. And that's probably because it's made of carbon. So that's for sure.
Alright, what about you, Bachelor number 2? What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Well, I'd say Weird Science. It's really weird, and yeah.
If we got married, where would our honeymoon be, Bachelor number 1?
Well, I think a nice honeymoon place for us two would be a very cool place, some place like Antarctica. You see, together we'd fit right in.
Bachelor number 3, what's the theme song for your life?
The Air That I Breathe by the Hollies, because all I need is the air I breathe and to love you.
Bachelor number 1, would you take our relationship seriously?
Yes, of course. Once we get together, we'll be inseparable until the end of our days. We'll be stable.
Bachelor number 3, say something sweet to me.
I'm so strongly attracted to you, scientists will have to discover a 5th fundamental force.
Your turn, Bachelor number 2.
My dear, I believe that we have a great chemistry together.
What do you have to say, Bachelor number 1?
I wish your name was Avogadro, because then I would already have your number.
Bachelor Bachelor number one, are you a glass half empty or a half full kind of guy?
Alone, I tend to be rather negative, so I guess you can call me a glass half empty kind of person. But I honestly believe that if we were together, everything would work out, for sure.
That's all the time we have for questions. Carbon, you now have 60 seconds to choose which eligible bachelor you want to go on a date with.
Oh, it's such a hard choice. Well, I choose Bachelor number one. He was so funny, and he seems like he would take a relationship seriously.
Congrats, Fluorine. Oxygen and hydrogen. Better luck next time. Thank you for tuning into this dating game episode about carbon dating. Next week's episode features boron. See you next week.
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium and nickel, neodymium.
Woohoo! All right, good job. Thank you. Let me see if I can pop out of here. Okay, how about it? Take a minute to jot down any notes. Send me an email. Give me your views. Make it clear which group you're in, and then tell me your favorite videos and why, or give me a ranking maybe of your top few. Offer some suggestive criticism, positive and negative. And I'm going to ask you to do something else as well, so you can either, if you hit send, I'll ask you to just reply so you can say more, or you can just wait before you hit reply. I'm going to give you a minute to offer some suggestions or criticisms or voting, sort of.
We have to finish this email in class right now because I kind of want to spend some time thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to send it now, and then if you want to spend more time thinking about it and send more later, that's fine too. Yeah, but I'm asking for a little bit of quick feedback, just so I have it all at once. And then, yeah, Margaret, I appreciate that. If you feel like you need more reflection time or interested in giving more, that'd be fine. But I also don't want this to feel like a big burden that you have to spend a lot of time on. So that's why I think spending a little time in class with a little limited feedback will help me. If there were any favorite moments in any of the videos, that would be fun to share. So the second thing I'd like you to do, I don't know where you are in that process. Can you give me a little feedback on how your group, how well this? So this is asking about you and your group. How well did you and your group work together? And is there anyone in your group that you'd give the special kudos to? And maybe at the end, give me a sense of how you feel like you did. Like if you had to give yourself a grade on this, what would you give yourself? And I realize that may be weird to ask, but I'm asking you to kind of grade yourself on how you did on the project. And so essentially, I'm also asking for a little feedback on how you felt your other teammates did. Overall, was there good communication? And then maybe we'll do one final thing. Was there anything I could have done to have made this more clear, or anything that would have made it so that either the expectations or what you had to do was easier to do? Any feedback from me would be good too. So to summarize that, feedback for your group, how did you work as a team? Feedback, any special shout outs to anyone on your team that you felt like just went above and beyond? How did you do? What would you give yourself as a grade if you had to grade yourself on this? And then for me, anything I could have done to either have made it more clear expectations or anything that would have made it easier now that it's past, looking back, what could have made things better possibly? And once you hit send, just give me a sense of that so I have a sense of where people are. And I'm not going to rush you. I'll give you a little bit of time. But just give you a little warning. I'm going to unplug my lead to the presentation so that I'm not projecting, and I don't think that's going to affect things, but just let you know that I'm doing that. Hey, Samvith?
Yes, sir.
I got your email that you read quickly 6 and 7. I hadn't heard anything about Chapter 5. Did you get through Chapter 5 before that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Logically you would have, but I just hadn't heard from you about Chapter 5. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Just did it. Thank you. All right, I'm going to try to plug back in here. I did a quick check on email. And I think we're good to go again. let me get a sense if you've hit send, and it's okay if you haven't. So thumbs up if you've hit send, thumbs down if you haven't, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Fort Worth, you guys are done. All right, so I need a little more time on about 4 of you.
This is tough.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh.
Oh, wait, I'm not muted. So tell me when you're ready to answer.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Let's see. I had 4 people that needed more time. Are they still needing more time? A little bit. Yes to more time. Yes. All right. No to more time. So Margaret, we may stop you mid-thought. Who else needs more time to talk besides Margaret? Sumvith, you need more time, and Robin. All right, we'll give you guys a couple more minutes, and then we'll try to. I'll recognize that I was rushing you as well. While those 3 write some more, I'm going to just mention quickly that Willie is in Hong Kong, so let's say hi to Willie in Hong Kong.
What's up, Willie in Hong Kong?
Hey, Willie! And Chandler is off doing a college visit, so shout out to Chandler. Hey, Chandler! Woo-hoo! What I do when folks miss classes, their class is always recorded, so I ask them to watch the class. I'm hoping that watching the video will be able to hear and see the videos okay. The other thing I could do is send them the links. I don't know if anyone has a suggestion. What?
I think you should just send them links just in case. Just send, or even send it to all of us, just for
okay.
enjoyment of something.
And Max suggested I send the links to everyone, so that might be a good way to go too. The complicated one is I have one that was submitted through Google Docs, so I'll see if I can just forward that email, and maybe that'll be a way to all. I'm not going to require that you watch them again, but if you're interested in doing it, or you're welcome to. I assume everybody would be okay with that. I think as long as we agree, we won't share them out wider than that. They're on YouTube channels that you'd only be able to see if you knew the URL. So I think we'll be safe there and assume that won't get out any further than that.
Okay, I'm finished. I have to run though and deliver some stuff. I'll be right back.
I got you. Sumvith, are you done?
No, sir. I'm still writing feedback for the other teams.
Okay, why don't we stop you there and just maybe you can come back to it later. So go ahead and say I need more time, but hit send, and then Robin, do the same thing. Say I need more time and hit send, and if you want, you can try to multitask. Livia, you have a question?
Yeah, my email's weird, so it's not like sending. So I'll send it later if it doesn't work now.
Totally fine. Understand that. Got it. Everything else working okay though? All right, cool. Yeah, Maurice, we got you back now. Robin, question?
I just wanted to mention that I'm basically done, so I'm done.
All right, thanks, buddy. So go ahead and hit send, everybody, and if you need more time, come back to it when you can, and if you feel like you can multitask and finish up the last 12 minutes of class and do that at the same time, I'm okay with that as well. All right, so some of you have sent me a Google Doc on your project, so some of you haven't, though. So I just flipped to, why am I not presenting now? What am I doing wrong? You guys can't see what I'm projecting anymore, can you?
No.
All right, I'm going to unplug and see if I plug back in, if that helps. I just lost it. What happened? Wait a minute. Here it comes. Okay, good. So I can send this to, I'm making a note to myself, so email, presentation order, class, so we all have the same information. Now you have this document. The document is called MSON 8 Advanced Topics in Chemistry Nuclear Projects. You already have this shared, and you're welcome to just open it if you want. And what this is showing, whoa, I just lost it again. I'm wondering if somebody's connecting in a way, or if it's just me. It's notifying me here. All right, wait, here we go. Trying one more time. All right, so what this is showing is who's presenting what and what they're presenting on. It also includes our Stump the Chump person, and again, I'll try to be as transparent as possible. The way I did this was based on when people signed up for their topic, essentially, and also I put people that were editors towards the bottom. So I realized the editing in our last project took, the last bit of time. Or is the last thing that had to be done. So these folks maybe need a little more time preparing for the next project. So what you're doing for this one is getting ready to do either a live presentation with, say, PowerPoint, Prezi, something like that, where you're speaking to the class live, which is totally fine, or, and maybe I'll say encouraged, but again, I won't distinguish in terms of grade, or and encouraged if you could make a video like a screencast so that you're already set to go. You send it to me as a file, and we can watch it and present it right through class like that. So that I think I've said already why I think that's probably an advantage. One, I think it's just a good experience to learn how to do that. So I'm encouraging you to do it for that reason. Two, I think it allows you to go back and edit, and if you make a mistake, you can do it over again. If you notice the sound is really low, you can try it again with better sound. I just think it's a really good thing to learn to do as a presentation. I can help with that if you have questions. Hopefully people at your schools can help. Tech people at my school can help as well. But I've prepared many video presentations like that way and could offer advice on that. Is anyone running into any questions or concerns on that front that I could address now before we run out of time? Okay. Casey.
So my grandfather served on a nuclear submarine. Can I use him as a source for my project?
Hells to the yeah, definitely. That's really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool to get that inside, perspective of what life is like there. I think that's wonderful. Excellent. Yeah. Any other questions? Let's discuss what the Stump the Chump means. And again, I hope it's clear that I want this to be fun, and I'm mainly, no one's a chump in this class at all. And we're really not trying to stump people. We're just having fun with asking challenging questions. So here's the deal. Again, Casey is kind of like the mid to the last. Anyway, there's a first half, and Casey's the beginning of the second half. So that's how she happens to be the first person on Stump the Chump. So she's 7th in presentation order and 1st in Stump the Chump order. Chandler is 8th and 2nd. Joel is 9th and 3rd, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're first, like Margaret, she's going to be the first half of the Stump the Chump gang. So let's pretend like I'm Casey. One of the things I got to do is prepare something on nuclear submarines. And I'm working on that, and I'm probably not going to be the first presenter, or I won't be, and we can't present, she's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th person or 6th person in line. So there's no way we can do that many presentations on the first day, so she knows she's not going to go first. She's got a little more time. But what she does have to do is prepare by doing a little bit of, just a tiny bit of background research on food irradiation. I think you could do a little quick searching online for 15, 20, 30 minutes and find out some information about food irradiation, and then think of a decent, reasonable question to ask of Margaret after Margaret's finished with her presentation. And I've forgotten exactly how the points work. Maybe you guys can remind me and we can go to the Google Doc, but I think you get 2 points if you ask a question that the person can't answer and it's a reasonable one. I think you get, like if you're Margaret, she can get 2 points for answering it, and maybe there's some weird thing where it's like a tie and I give a point to each person somehow. And so Casey could potentially get a total of 4 points by asking a question Margaret couldn't answer that was reasonable. And then later, she's going to get a question from Willie, and if she can answer that, she could get 2 points. These are total bonus points above everything else. If you miss your Stump the Chump question, or you don't ask one that can be stumped, you could still potentially get 100 on your project presentation. So this is mostly just for fun and give you a little bit of background incentive to, ask a good question. Actually, what I want is everyone to ask good questions of the presenter, and I'm actually going to be grading you on how good your questions are. And what I mean by that, too, is you don't have to do background research. You just have to listen to their presentation and ask a natural question that comes to mind. I don't expect everyone to ask a question of everyone, but I do want you to, give them your attention and come up with some good class discussion type questions. At some point, I'll have to cut questions off because we can't take forever. But I do want it to become where you essentially become an expert in your chosen project, and you help teach the class about it, and hopefully the class will have some good questions about it. Any questions about the concept, the setup? Okay, let's discuss order. This is a week from today, so we begin presentations not on Monday, but a week from today, and we're going to start with Margaret's. And just, I'll just say aloud, Margaret's has hers done as a, what do you call it, a slide show, what's the word? Huh?
Like a recording?
Yeah, it's already recorded. So it's like, somebody fill in the word I'm looking for.
Recorded PowerPoint, yeah. PowerPoint
There you go,
presentation.
screencast, PowerPoint, speak over kind of thing. So that's already set and done. Willie, who's not here, but hopefully knows this, is second to go, and he'll talk about fusion. Maya will talk about 3 Mile Island. Chad, you're going to do medical applications of nuclear on a non-cancer view of things. And then Max should also be ready to do medical applications for nuclear, but more like cancer treatment stuff. And just to jump ahead to Robin, because you're kind of in that whole grouping, you're looking at applications of nuclear that's just outside of the medical field, and there are many in terms of tracers and other things. So how many presentations can we probably do in a class period? These are geared to 5 to 7 minutes, but there's also question time. So my experience is probably 10 to 12 minutes per person. We maybe could do 4 in a class and maybe possibly 5. That's why I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Chad and Max, I think, should be ready to go, but it's possible that on Thursday that we just won't have time to do it, and we'll have to make a call at some point. And so Max, Maurice, Casey, and Chandler, I'd say probably get ready for the Monday after, and then Joel, Robin, Olivia, and Samvith, for probably the Thursday after that. Just, a rough guess. Obviously, it'd be great not to wait until the last minute and don't have any surprises. So also, there's the rare occasion where someone's just not ready. So I actually need you to be kind of ready just in case someone isn't. So, if someone says, hey, I had a death in my family, something came up, I did my best, but bam, we don't have the airtime, we go to the next person in line. So just realize that. If you happen to be absent, in terms of like Stump the Chump stuff, email me that stuff. Also, you have to get me those questions in advance because I don't want to agree to a question that I think is kind of outrageous. So just do a little research and let me know about that in advance. What time is it in real time? Because I lied to you guys earlier. I got 3:12 on my phone, 3:13 on my computer. Okay. Any questions or comments? I had hoped to do a discussion on this disappearing spoon, Margaret. We'll get to that Monday, though.
Okay, so you want us to email the Stump the Chump questions to you before the person, just to make sure I got that right.
Yes,
and then,
that's correct. So, Margaret, for example, you got a long time to wait for that because we're not going to get to Casey until probably the second one, so probably a week from Monday.
What if the question that we come up with actually ends up getting answered in their presentation? Should we come up with several, just sort of as a backup?
You're very perceptive. Yeah, I'd come up with a few questions, maybe like, have some backups in your pocket, given that they could answer some of that in their presentation. Well done. Thanks for predicting that like that.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I think we only have a minute or two. You guys have let me know where you're in Disappearing Spoon. I want to start with a discussion on Monday in Chapter 6, and I think we should also be able to do Chapter 7, so if you want to plan ahead. And where are we on the syllabus? We should be through Chapter 7, and I realize some of you may be behind, but I'm hoping that by the weekend we could be possibly ready to do a presentation of 6 and 7. You've got other things to do. You can start work on your project, your nuclear project. Please email me if you have questions or concerns, or if you need help on the tech side of things. I got 3:13 on my phone. Any questions out there? Comments? Somvith, go.
Mr. Walker's Pechakucha 20x20 format allowed?
What? What does that mean?
Basically 20 sides, 20 seconds in a pre-recorded format, I guess.
I still don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
It's a 20-slide presentation that takes 20 seconds to move from one slide to the next.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah. So I'm not fast with math. That would be how many minutes?
400 seconds, which is...
I know, right? But I was trying to do it by...
like
about 8 minutes. Yeah, maybe a little on the long side.
A little under 8 minutes.
Yeah, so the only thing I'd suggest is maybe fewer...
It's in the time range.
All right, if it's in the time range, yes. And 20 seconds sounds good. So, yeah, have fun with that if that's a format you like. All right, I think we're out of time. I don't like to keep people. I got 3:14 on my phone, 3:16 on the computer. We'll average to 3:15. I love the presentations in class today. I hope you enjoyed them too. I look forward to reading your feedback. And again, any criticism or whatever on the projects or things that you would or wouldn't do if you were running the show here, if I were to teach the class next year. I always love feedback and want to hear from you guys. So thank you and have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Chad.
Ciao.
Chad.
Thank you very much,
Chad.
Mr. Walker.
Yes, Somvith.
Chad, you have the voice of like what? You have a 1 in a million voice, man.
Thank you. I'll take it.
1 in a million voice and voted prettiest.
I wasn't loud enough in the video, though. I apologize.
Bro, it was good.
Thank you.
Your voice is good.
Take care.
Thank you very much, Mr. Walker.
You too.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.
End the meeting. You don't have a Kira here to tell you.
Oh,
Well, something's still
maybe I can
recording
hang
because it's
up.
still counting.